Inequalities on a number line. Welcome to this video where we'll use the 4 different symbols to graph inequalities on a number line. So the first thing we'll see is to know the difference between the 4 symbols. For that, let's consider our left hand elbow versus right hand elbow. So every time you see the symbol like this, we read as is less than. And the other one here, we read as is greater than. So if you consider your left hand elbow, that could help you to remember which one is less than and which one will be is greater than. Okay, now when they have that little bar underneath, so this becomes is less than or equal to, and the other side we have is greater than or equal to. Let's see in practice how that works. So here we have 4 different graphs, but before we understand the graphs, let's see this note as what? Use open circle for is less than and is greater than. So every time you see these 2 symbols on the graph, we're going to have open circle. But the other side, one is less than or equal to, or one is greater than or equal to, we're going to shade. We're going to shade the circle. Okay, so you'll see that the first graph here, when they say x is less than or equal to 3. So they shade the circle at the 3 and they move the arrow to the left side. But when they say x is less than 6, so we have the open circle at 6 and they move the arrow to the left side. Now, how can we understand this? Again, for the first graph, when they say x is less than or equal to 3, so you know that you're going to shade the circle at the 3. Check around the 3. So if you check, for example, 4, can we say that 4 is less than 3? No. Can we say 5 is less than 3? No. Can we say 6 is less than 3? No. But if we check other side, can we say 2 is less than 3? Yes. Can we say 1 is less than 3? Yes. Can we say 0 is less than 3? Yes. So your solution is going to the left side. Now, for this one, when you say x is less than 6, again, we know that at 6, it's going to be open circle. But we check around. Suppose I take a 7. Can I say that 7 is smaller than 6 or less than 6? No. So I need to go to other side. If I check with a 5, is 5 less than 6? Yes. Is 4 less than 6? Yes. Is 3 less than 6? Yes. So this is telling you that your arrow have to go to the left side. Let's check this one. When we have x is greater than 3, which is same as x, is bigger than 3. So we know that at the 3 going to be open circle. Okay, now we check around. So if I take a 4, can we say that 4 is greater than 3? Yes. Can we say 5 is greater than 3? Yes. Can we say 6 is greater than 6? Yes. So this is telling you that the arrow is pointing to the right side. And having x is greater than or equal to 3, again, we know that at the 3, you're going to be shaded, okay? And 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 3, 6 is greater than 3, so we are pointing to the right side. Now, let's see some practice question. So at this moment, feel free to pause the video and solve the question before you continue. So question number 1, they say graph x is less than -1. So they give you -1. That means you have to go to that -1 and you do the circle. So that circle, is it going to be open or shade? You have to be open because they don't say less than or equal to, they just say less than. Okay, so at -1, I have the open circle. Now, which side I go? That is the question. Okay, so I'm gonna check the numbers around -1. Suppose I choose a 0. Can I say that 0 is smaller than -1? No. Can I say 1 is smaller than -1? No. Can I say 2 is smaller than -1? Can I say 3 is smaller than -1? Or can I say 10 is smaller than -1? No. So that means it have to be other side. Therefore, I will go like this. Okay. Now, let's see another one. So again, feel free to pause the video, challenge yourself before you continue. Question 2, graph x is greater than 0. So you go to 0 and you make the circle. Is it going to be open circle? Yes. So at the 0, we have the open circle. Which side I go? That's the question. So again, I'm going to check around. So if I take a 1, can I say that 1 is greater than 0? Because they say x is greater than 0. So x will be the numbers on the number line you're going to highlight as the solution. So you check, is it 1 greater than 0? Yes. 2 greater than 0? Yes. 3 greater than 0? Yes. So all these numbers are greater than 0. Therefore, I will go to this side. I don't need to, check the other side. Okay. Question number 3. X is greater than or equal to -5. X is greater than or equal to -5. So this time I will shade the circle, but I have to be what? At this -5. So I go to -5 and make the circle, but I have to be shaded. So it's gonna be something like this. Now, which side I go? So we are looking for numbers greater than or equal to -5. Okay, I could pick like a 10. If I pick a 10, can I say that 10 is greater than -5? Exactly. 10 is greater than -5. Or if I pick 4, can I say that 4 is greater than -5? Exactly. 4 is greater than -5. So any positive number is greater than negative number. Therefore, I go to this side. Question 4. X is less than or equal to 4. So at 4, what's going to happen? It's going to be 4 I shade. Okay. Which side I go? I'm looking for numbers smaller than 4. Yeah, it could be 3, 2, 1, 0, so on. So go to this side. Yeah. Now, the last question, challenge question. Yeah, challenge yourself. Now, they switch the question, which is what? They give you the graph and you're going to write the inequality. So write an inequality for each graph. So what's going to be the inequality where the graph will look like this? So that is the question. We want to know what's going to be the inequality. Okay, so because the first one, they open it at -3, I know that it has to be something like this because we have less than the arrow is pointing to the left side. So if I have x here, I will say x is less than what? -3. So this is telling me that, okay, it's open at -3 and we are going to the left side. And if you check, any number like a -4, -5, -6, or -7. So these numbers are smaller than -3. Or if you pick like a 7, can we say that 7 is smaller than -3? No way. That means what? We need to go to the left side. Okay. What about this one? It's shaded at 0 and it's going to the right side. Okay. So you're going to have x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. So overall, understand that practice makes perfect. So continue practice to get the concept. Feel free, to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you can get the next video. Thank you.